Students, last week we were completed the what is the definition of the solutions, what are the types of the solutions, and that means the classification of the solutions, and what are the concentrations methods of the solutions involved in this chapter. We were completed in the last class. Now in this class I will start the what is solubility, what are the factors affecting on the solubility, and what is the Henry's law. So all these concepts we will discuss in this class. Then see the first one is what is solubility. Solubility means the maximum amount of the solute can be dissolved in the 100 grams of the solvent to form the saturated solution at particular temperature. That is called solubility. So once again, the maximum amount of the solute can be dissolved in the 100 grams of the solvent to form the saturated solution at particular temperature. That is called solubility. So here solubility's formula. The solubility is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solvent into 100. So this is the solubility formula. See here, for example, you take one solution. The weight of solution is W weight, W gram of solution contain small W1 gram of solute. Then what is the solubility? Here solubility is represented by the letter S. Solubility S is equal to mass of solute means here what is mass of solute W gram of solute divided by mass of solvent means here solvent is not given. Then how to obtain solvent is here solution contain solute plus solvent. Then we take solvent is equal to solution minus solute, solution minus solute, solution minus solute, that is the solvent. So like that by using this one formula, here weight of solution is W weight, W gram weight minus solute weight small W1 gram. So the difference between the mass of solution and the mass of solute, the difference is equal to mass of solvent into 100. So this is the solubility formula. Then next one is the solubility is affected by the three factors. Then see the first one is factors affecting on the solubility. Then what are the factors affecting on the solubility? Generally three factors affecting on the solubilities. Then first one is nature of solute and solvents. Second one is temperature. Third one is pressure. These three factors, the nature of solute and solvent, temperature and pressure, these three factors affecting on the solubility of the solids in the liquids or solubility of the gases in the liquids. So that is about the concept. Then next one is solubility of the solids in the liquids. Then what are the factors affecting on the solubility of the solids in the liquids? This here. Then first one is the nature of the solutes and solvent. Here first one point is all type of the solids are not dissolved in this given liquids. Means every solids does not dissolve in the given liquids. Okay. That means I will explain some points here, then you can understand. See the first one point, the nature of solute and solvent is affecting on the solubility of the solids in the liquids. So here I told one point. Every solids does not dissolve in the given liquids. See here. For example, NaCl is there. NaCl is soluble in the polar solvent. Means water. What about the NaCl here? NaCl is a polar solute. polar solute soluble in the polar solvent, but polar solutes are insoluble or sometimes partially soluble in the non-polar solvents like benzene or carbon tetrachloride. That means this is NaCl. NaCl is not dissolving in the all type of liquids. It is only dissolving in the polar solvent, but insoluble or partially soluble in the non-polar solvents. So like that, naphthalene and anthracene. Naphthalene and anthracene. These two are soluble in the non-polar solvents like benzene or carbon tetrachloride. But this naphthalene and anthracene, this name is what type of solutes? These are naphthalene and anthracenes are non-polar solutes. That's why the non-polar solutes are soluble in the non-polar solvent. Again, the same type of these solutes are insoluble or partially soluble in the polar solvents like water. Here, NaCl, naphthalene, anthracene. All this type of the solids are soluble in the all type of the liquids are. That is wrong. Why? So this is one type of the solutes are soluble in the one type of the solvents, and insoluble in the another type of the solvents. That means here NaCl is a polar solute. Polar solute is soluble in the polar solvents, but polar solutes are insoluble or partially soluble in the non-polar solvents like benzene, carbon tetrachloride. Here naphthalene and anthracenes are non-polar solute particles. These non-polar solute particles are soluble in the non-polar solvent like benzene and carbon tetrachloride, but it is insoluble or partially soluble in the polar solvent like water. Okay. Then see the NaCl and sugar. NaCl is a polar solute, but sugar is a non-polar solute. Both are soluble in the water. Both are soluble in water. Why? Here sugar is non-polar solute, but even though it is soluble in water. NaCl is polar solute, soluble in the polar solvent. But why here both are soluble in this water? Because of here NaCl is polar solute, so its solubility in the water is more, 5.3. Solubility is 5.3. Solubility of NaCl in the water is 5.3. But sugar is a non-polar solute na. Non-polar solutes are insoluble, sometimes partially soluble. That's why here sugar is a non-polar solute, so its solubility is less in the water. Its solubility is S is equal to 3.8. Here solubility, S means solubility. So sugar solubility in water is less compared to the NaCl solubility in the water. So that's why the solubility of sugar is less in water than NaCl. So based on this one concept, what we are understanding. So the solubility of the solids in the liquids follow the like dissolve likes. Like dissolve like means polar solutes soluble in the polar solvents, non-polar solutes dissolved in the non-polar solvents. That is like dissolve likes. That's why the solubility of the solids in the liquids follow the like dissolves like concept. That is about the solubility of the solids in the liquid. First one fact.